Hi, good morning. Welcome to Lakshmi Study Room. In this video, we will discuss about flower and its parts. It's very important for your examination. So in your textbook, they gave this diagram like this. So they don't give any parts to this diagram because you have already learned in your earlier classes. So let us move on to learn each and every topic, and its function is very important for your examination. So the first part is pedicel. So the stack-like structure present is here. It will be called as a pedicel. So the pedicel is a stack-like structure which was present the lower part of the flower. It connects to the flower to the stem, which will connect to the, for example, this is the stem. Stem has a flowers with the help of a pedicel. So pedicel connect the flower to the branch of a stem. So the upper part of the pedicel has a swollen part. The swollen part will be called as a thalamus. The upper swollen part of the pedicel will be called as a thalamus. On the thalamus, the flower parts are arranged in 4 holes. Holes means circular path. The flower parts are arranged in 4 holes. So here the holes will be the 4 holes will be divided into 2 categories, essential and non-essential. Essential means they are very important they will directly participated in reproduction. Non-essential means they are indirectly participated in reproduction. Non-essential, or otherwise it will be called as a non-reproductive organs. Essential will be called as a important reproductive organs. Next, the first hole contains calyx. Calyx means, here see, the sepals are otherwise calyx. So calyx, corolla, these two will be called as a non-essential or non-reproductive parts in the flower. That means they are indirectly participated in the reproduction, that means formation of seeds. And the third hole and fourth hole contains androecium and gynoecium. These two are called non-essential parts. In the earlier they gave examples. What are the gave the questions in your examination? What are the non-essential parts in the flower? So non-essential parts are sepals and petals. Here calyx is the first hole. The calyx contains sepals, that means all the sepals will be together to form as a calyx. Similarly, the petals, all the petals will be together to form as a corolla. So sepals usually we see in the flowers, those are in green color. They gave protection during bud stage. So see, here is these are the calyx. So in datura flower the number is 5. So this main function of calyx is it will give protection in the initial stage of the flower, that is which was in bud stage. The next hole is corolla. This one is a corolla. We already know flowers are beautiful because of the presence of the corolla. So corolla contains petals. So petals are the most beautiful parts in the flowers. So petals, the main function of the corolla are the 2 functions. What are they? One is to attract the insects to facilitate cross pollination, and the second one is also, it will also give protection inside the reproductive organs. The third part is a anther, which was in a stamen, we can call it as, each one is called as a stamen. So all the stamen together to be called as a androecium. So androecium, otherwise it will be called as a male reproductive parts. So anther has a 2 parts. A long tubular structure will be called as a filament. And the filament bears 2 lobed structure, that means 2 pollen sacs are present on the filament. It will be called as a anther. Each anther contains yellowish powder like structure, powder particles like structure. These are called pollen grains. So pollen grains are the male gametes in the flowers. So all the Stamens will be called as androecium. So each stamen has a two parts, filament and anther. So filament is a tubular like part, tubular structure, and it bears two-lobed structure will be called as a anther. Anther is a sac-like structure. Anther contains pollen grains. Pollen grains are called male gametes in the flower. The fourth hole contains carpel or pistil. This part will be called as a fourth hole. So the upper swollen part of the carpel will be called as a stigma, and the tubular structure which will connect the stigma and ovary, this part will be called as a style. And the lower part of the carpel or pistil will be called as a ovary. Ovary contains ovule. So the ovules will become a future seeds. That means after fertilization takes place in the flower, the ovule will turn into seeds, ovary will be turned into fruit. So pedicel will be turned into fruit stack. So the remaining parts like calyx, corolla, filament, anther, style, stigma will be droop off. That means fall of the flower. So in this diagram, what are the questions may come from your examination? See, I gave some practice questions for this session. So after fertilization, the changes happen. The sepals, petals, stamens, style and stigma etc. will be droop off. Ovules are converted into fruit. Ovules are converted into seeds, and ovary is converted into ovules are converted into seeds, and ovary is converted into fruit, and zygote, after fertilization, zygote will be developed into embryo. So next, so what are the I gave practice questions somewhere. So in your examination, name the diagram and label the parts of the A, B, C, D. For example, what is the A here? Ovules, and B is calyx, C is style, D is stigma. So next, I gave some practice questions. You will practice very well, and if you have any doubts, you will comment me in comment section. So here also I gave some what are the pollen grains and what are the non-essential parts of the flower, and what is pollination and what are bisexual flowers. So